Erin, and today I'm wanting to do the first of my Kuroko no Basuke chapter reviews. I had a lot of very positive feedback when I mentioned on my channel update vlog that I was thinking about doing something like this, so I thought I might as well get started with it. I've never done a chapter by chapter review of any sort of manga before, so it's gonna be a new experience. I'm just gonna kind of try and do it how I want to do it. It'll probably just be my feelings talking about things like my favorite manga. It's not going to be quite as in-depth as an anime review because it's more of like 15 pages of a manga, so it's going to be a little bit harder to talk about it, especially if I'm starting it on an uneventful chapter like maybe I'm doing this week, but you know, it's technicalities. Yeah. This week chapter / quarter 213 came out, so let's get started. So in this chapter, we have the continuation of the Teiko arc, which is basically taking us through the middle school years of the Generation of Miracles and showing us how they became the arrogant basketball players that we know them as in high school. We're at the point in the story now where Almeida's attitude toward basketball is slowly changing as he starts to recognize that people aren't really challenging him on the court. And we also got to see a glimpse into Kuroko's own style of basketball as it's revealed that he's observing people and their habits both on and off the court. Plus, we also got to see the start of Teiko's winning streak and how they became famous nationwide. This chapter honestly wasn't that eventful, especially compared to previous ones. I wouldn't call it filler because it definitely contained pertinent information, particularly concerning Almeida and how he's beginning to change. However, the pacing of it definitely felt rushed to me. The overall feeling of the chapter also seemed to lack the excitement and emotional draw that the rest of the Teiko arc has had so far. But I will note that I loved the fact that the head coach commented on how the Generation of Miracles team cooperation has gotten really good, especially since in the future we all know kind of how un-team oriented they get. The art was fantastic as always. It's been really good, especially in the last few matches. I've just noticed that there's an increase of quality. I don't know, it can't get any better. It just keeps getting better. I don't know how it's gonna get any better. I think my favorite page of this entire chapter was the full panel of the Generation of Miracles getting ready to head into battle / match. It's the same thing. And then we had that really intense panel of Kuroko with the bench 30ers right below it. Seeing Nijimura benched. Dude, the feelings of that is just too raw. It's too soon. According to the teaser for next week, we're gonna get to see the full version, or at least the beginning of the full version, of how Kuroko and Almeida's relationship changed, which means we're gonna get to see more of Almeida become the arrogant asshole we know him as in high school. And I mean that in the most endearing way possible. There's a lot of things that this arc has reinforced, but one particular thing that sticks out in my mind is that Fujimaki gets how to do character development. Each of the Generation of Miracles has such a distinctive voice and personality that we see in both the middle school versions and the high school versions of them. What's so interesting is seeing how the arrogance brought on from never losing and being the best slowly interweaves itself into their personalities and changes them. Like I've already said in this review, we witnessed the beginning of this with Almeida starting in chapter 212, which, since I didn't review, can I say here and now that the end of that chapter left me incredibly upset because Almeida is so happy and loves basketball and is so excited about it, and we all know what's gonna happen to him in high school, and I just love this naive baby face, no frowns Almeida so much that it kind of hurts knowing what's gonna happen. And that's the end of this review. This whole review kind of just became about my feelings. I'm really sorry about that. But if you guys liked this, let me know. I'm really excited to do this. I think it'll be really fun. And none of my friends IRL have read all the chapters of Kuroko no Basuke, so we have no one to discuss this with. So discuss with me, please. I hate that. It's just stuff that is so good happens, and I have to keep it in. I don't want to spoil it for anybody because that'd be a tragedy. Down in the description below, you can find my Twitter, my Tumblr, my Facebook, my anime list, and my Crunchyroll profile, which also has some of my first impressions and reviews up on there. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye! So yes, this week I'm starting with chapter 2000. No, what? 2013 is wrong. Chapter 2013. That's wrong. That's the year. That's not the chapter number. This week, chapter 2. Why? This week, chapter 2. I can't say 213. What's wrong with me?